Hello everyone and welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda. This is episode 2. Last time we began the playthrough and got an introduction to new playable character, new cast of characters, a new galaxy. Everything is just brand new and uncharted and ready for us to explore. We've crash landed on this habitual planet, or at least it was once upon a time. We currently have floating rocks, massive storms, and not very friendly alien life inhabiting the planet either. So we're going to have to, see what we can do. See if we can actually figure out how to translate their language as well. We're going to have to learn that. A whole plethora of challenges await us in a brand new galaxy. And it's pretty cool. So we're going to continue. We're going to go find the Pathfinder. We're going to find dear old Dad. And we've got Liam and Cora, I believe her name is, in our group. Cora and Liam. So they're our two human companions. We've got a biotic commando and a crisis specialist on our team. And we got Giga Chad over here being the recon specialist, Chad Ryder, on the job. And we'll just have to see how this trio evolve with their beautiful human-based friendship over time. And speaking of like companions, squad mates and stuff, considering we've got Liam and Cora at the moment, we're a human-based colony on our arc. We do know that there are other arcs with other species. I'm hoping that we link up contact with them, because that means that I'm hoping that we have, some likable and lovable alien squad mates, because they're kind of my favorite part of Mass Effect, is being able to interact with all of the lovable species in this universe. It's a shame that there's no arc for the L-Core. Where's my L-Core squad mate? I'm still waiting. We're aware of the arcs for the big main species that get the most spotlight, but where's my L-Core squad mate on an arc that I can make friends with? I'm worried. I am worried. Is there going to be an L-Core in this game? Even we're in a different galaxy.
Sam's right. We don't have much time.
We had to leave the L-Core behind. I don't know how I feel about that.
Look, the rods. They're drawing the lightning away.
If we hug that wall, they might keep us safe.
Oh my god, I need a flash warning in this area. Holy crap.
Bodies here. Lightning didn't do this.
Incendiary rounds. My dad's been busy.
He was an N7. They don't mess around.
He was in N7. They don't mess around. Yeah, flash warning. Just, if you've got sensitivity to flashing lights, luckily I don't. In a harmful way, it's just annoying to look at.
2, if you count shooting on sight.
So, just, damn, god dang. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I must return to the mission area. What the fuck? Ah! What the fuck? Okay. Holy shit. I thought that I would be okay to have a waltz around, because I'm like, cool, the lightning's getting absorbed by lightning rods, but don't go over there. We ran through pretty well. I thought we could go and explore that ship, but apparently not. Apparently you just get a million hit markers completely zapped to shit, and it's just sensory overload. Okay. So, okay. And there's poison floor. Okay. I guess we just gotta run it and gun it over this way.
We're close. The nav point shows my dad's up there.
We'll check that out later then. Otherwise, I'm in a danger of having a fit. Let's catch up with Dad, shall we? That's the way to go.
Sir.
Stay low.
Who are these guys?
like us. I don't think they're native to the planet.
They're not. We found an abandoned lab. Like they've been studying the place.
Nice.
Good work. You actually did some scouting.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Thank you.
Thank you. It seemed important.
Remember that. Follow your gut.
Alright, Dad.
Well, right now, my gut says we're in trouble here.
Sir, you said you had an idea about the weather?
It's the dark energy cloud the Hyperion hit. It's affecting the whole planet. Interfering with that.
The tower is caught in a feedback loop with the cloud. Together they're disrupting the entire climate with undirected energy.
Oh.
It would explain a cave we found. Plant life sheltered from the storm. From that tower.
It's a good bet. And I think if we can get in there and shut the tower down,
the lightning goes away.
and the shuttle can get us out of here, in theory. We just have to get past them.
Let's do it.
It's a hell of a gamble. But we won't know until we get in there and try.
No illusions about this. It'll be a nasty fight the whole way.
If the riders are game, so am I. But we risk turning a skirmish with these guys into something worse.
It's them or us.
Oh, it's them. Problem is, we're outnumbered.
I've been working on that. We just need to change the math.
Alright then, mate. Prepare to get zapped, buddy. Follow Daddy Ryder. Let's go. Let's go, team.
Let's go!
Right behind you!
Push ahead to the structure. Sam, full combat profile.
I forget I'm not super powerful. I just want to be like a fucking powerhouse, and I can't yet. I have to pick at him from a distance. Gotta sensibly shoot them, as to not die. Dude, is that fucking... Dude, that's... What? Mr. N7 over there, just like tanking him. He's going hand to hand, making out with him over there, and I fucking peek my head out. And I'm... in a fucking spray of bullets. I'm out.
Right behind you. Push ahead to the structure.
That's
Sam,
so funny.
full combat profile.
Here they come!
Now we've got their attention!
I'll be right there, Dad. I'll be right there. I'm giving cover fire, man.
We don't want to get bogged down out
Cover
here.
fire. That's a grenade on my dad. I'm gonna blow up my own father.
This one's south in a hurry!
Go, 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 go!
I can't. I will die if I do that, man. You gotta wait for
Coming
me.
out of the woodwork.
Good aim. Exceptional aim.
Keep things tight, don't get separated!
Tell that to my dad.
Get moving!
Nice. I got someone did a combo explosion for me. Thanks, Cora. Fucking nice. Dude, you gonna shoot them at all? Okay, there you go. I was like, you gonna shoot him? You're just gonna run past him. I need to switch weapons. I wanna equip a shotgun while I'm up here. Cool dodge, son. Oh. How'd you get over there? I'm not sure, in terms of, because I know that we have mods, right? Like, we've picked up some mods and they're empty. I'm not sure if we can... I don't think we can mod on the go. We might need one of those. In Mass Effect, you get like the I guess the gun table or something, and you can customize elsewhere. So I don't think I can customize my weapons yet. Doesn't look like there's an option. It just says that they're obviously empty mod slots. But I know that I've got stuff to put on. I might just have to wait. Oh, storage. Yes, Cora. Oops, that was the back of Cora's brain.
Sam, biotic amp interface mode.
I'm here!
Keep the momentum up. Don't let him get the drop on
Oh
you.
shit, why am I all the way over here? That's not what I expected.
Keep up.
Won't put... He's just fucking
Keep an eye on our
gunning it.
flank.
How do we keep moving forward? Don't let him catch us.
How's your dad doing all of this? He's like...
Ready? Let's get inside now.
That was my kill. I was gonna stab him.
That's it. We're doing it. Not much farther.
Where are we going?
All the way to the top.
And then what?
We'll know when we get there.
Fucking slow down, Dad.
Oh, that hurt.
Oh, sorry, Cora. I'm just throwing grenades on all my fucking teammates today. They're getting in the way. And willingly so.
Almost fried me!
I know, but you have to understand, it's
Don't
not
stop.
intentional.
If we fall behind, we're dead.
Sam, give me engineer profile. Come on me.
Sir, where are you getting these profiles?
Little help from Sam.
What does that mean?
Yeah, what does
Just
that mean?
focus on the fight.
He's getting AI help from
This one's getting
Sam.
worse.
We'll lose our chance if we don't beat it. Come on.
Bruh. I do be trying.
Bastard almost got me! Give it right back to him!
Watch that crossfire from above.
Cora's down. Oh, he's fucking going in.
The storm just took one of them out.
Hell yeah! Lightning's finally on our side.
Until it's not.
I love that Cora can talk while she's down. The companions seem to be able to still do combat banter when they're down and out. It's interesting.
This looks like a control center. Keep him off my back.
You heard him.
We made it!
Cora, you're sleeping. Don't
Not over
talk.
yet. I need to get through that door over there.
We'll just ignore that Cora is very talkative when she's
I
knocked
need to
out.
decipher the language.
There's more coming up.
What's the plan here?
Oh, we gotta defend the N7.
We need to defend both sides or they'll flank us. Where do you want us?
Ooh, order both squad mates move to another location. You guys go over this side. Oh, actually, individual.
Right.
Wait, you go over there.
On the move.
You go. Oh, I'm ordering them here.
Got it!
Okay. On the actual objective markers. Gotcha.
Right.
Watch it! Think I see movement!
And I'll just fucking do both.
We
Classic defend, defend
A lot of
character
people still counting on us!
while they decode something.
They mean business. Keep them off your dad.
Analyzing possible inputs. 25% decrypted.
Oh, sure.
We don't have long.
Hold both sides! Can't let them slip through! What is this place anyway? I don't know, but they sure want it back.
Well,
Oh
50%
god.
decrypted. It's an unusually complicated syntax.
Of course it is.
try a recursive search.
I will need a moment
Oh,
to evaluate the pattern.
We only have a moment. Do it.
I think I really pissed that one off.
Yes, thank you, Liam. God damn. Okay. Have I got? I've got ammo here,
What's the
ammo
plan?
there,
They'll surround us in no
and
time.
health back here.
We need to
Okay.
defend both sides or they'll flank us. Where do you want us?
Where you want us, mate?
Got it.
On the move! Right!
Watch it. Think I see movement.
Oh. Sorry,
We held them off at the
vanadium.
tunnel.
Did I
We can
read
do it
platinum
again.
for some reason?
A lot of people still counting on us. I'm just getting warmed up.
Alright, so we've got a heavy dude to deal with too.
They mean business! Keep them off your dad!
Analyzing possible inputs. 25% decrypted.
Hurry. We don't have long.
Oh
Hold
shit.
both sides. Can't let them slip through. What is this place anyway? I don't know, but they sure want it back.
Well,
50% decrypted. It's an unusually complicated syntax.
I can see that. Try a recursive search.
I will need a moment to evaluate the pattern.
We only have a moment. Do it.
I think I really pissed that one off.
Oh,
Maybe
what?
because I shot him in the face.
Liam, lock it in, bud.
Sir, any progress?
Decryption is 75% complete.
We've almost got it.
Just a little longer! They're falling back!
Could be regrouping for another push. Stay sharp.
Decryption complete.
That did it. It's a security override. I'll try to open the door from here. Ah, damn, it's jammed. I need to take a look at it.
Of course it's jammed. It's never that simple, is it?
You're back into it.
You really think we can shut this thing down?
I don't know yet. Sam's decoded part of the language. Now we'll see if I can have a conversation.
Be careful.
Nothing on this planet has listened so far. Just be careful.
Worried about your old man, huh? I won't tell anyone. Come on. These are the moments that make it all worthwhile. Sam, begin translating.
A moment. Indexing. Translation complete.
Let's see what we have.
That was quick. What a cool visual.
I'll be damned. It's working. You did it.
There's hope at least.
That's what people need.
That's all anyone back in the Ark is looking for. Hope it'll work out.
Well, not if we stand around looking at sunsets. Let's get back to the shuttle and...
Bro, what?
emergency extraction now!
They're spinning up the shuttle. ETA is 3, maybe 4 minutes.
We don't have that long.
Oh man. Yeah.
Breath. What are you...
Initiating transfer.
Damn. I mean, I did call it, didn't I?
Move! He's going into cardiac arrest.
I didn't expect it to be a sacrifice play, though.
Pulse is weakening. Tell the Ark to prep medbay. Come on! Pulse dropping.
My life flashing before my eyes.
It's a seizure. His brain can't handle the connection. Get him to Sam node. Sam, what's the reading?
Rider's implant is overloading. I suggest a hardwire connection.
Do it.
There!
Welcome back.
What happened?
You were clinically dead for 22 seconds.
Wow. Fuck. Dear old dad. And he's transferred Sam to me, which makes me the Pathfinder, even though Cora was next in line. Cora's not going to be happy about that. We succeeded the chain of command because we were with him at the time. So we just got like randomly blown out of that whole area, and conveniently Cora and Liam were not within the radius of that blast. That visual of Alec doing that thing with his hand and just having like it was really cool. It was very like Destiny-like with the triangular technology, very Vex technology. It was cool. I really liked that. The music was awesome. But he did it, and Sam translated it and was able to actually utilize the technology. How did I survive?
Then how did I make it out? Hey, you're still with us.
Guys, get to Sam node. Ryder's awake. Who are you talking to?
Sam.
I didn't hear him.
You're up. Look here. And here.
My father. Where?
Yep.
It was your life or his, and he chose you. I'm so sorry. I know this must be a blow.
My eyes are kind of a bit fucked up right now. This is what being dead does to a motherfucker. Makes your eyelids not pop out in the best possible way ever. He died a hero.
He made the ultimate sacrifice. He got the team out of danger. We all owe him for that.
He once said that when his time came, he wanted to go out among stars no one had seen before.
What are we doing in Sam node?
Sam is now part of you, in a way we don't entirely understand. It played havoc with your brain.
Interesting.
Sam?
Your father authorized the transfer of Pathfinder authority to you.
Shouldn't that be Cora?
In theory. In reality, you're the new Pathfinder.
Wow. Okay. So Sam is like fucking interwoven. It's not just like in my Omnitool or whatever. It's like the transfer is I guess there must be an implant or like something that's at play there. And it's fucking with me. Also, I recognize the voice of Lexi. I'm going to need to listen to it again to see if I can pin it, but I recognize that voice too. If there's no other choice.
Whoa. Well, if that's how it has to be.
Don't sell yourself short. I think you can do it.
Cora?
It's what he wanted. I won't stand in the way.
Okay.
But being Pathfinder is a serious job. Sure you're ready for this?
She's actually chill about it. Interesting. I'll have to be.
A lot of people here are counting on me. I'll get it done.
It's all academic anyway. Sam's linked to your mind on a deeper level now. Trying to untangle it could kill you. I know this is tough, but we need to start thinking about the next step. A lot of people are counting on us.
Is the Ark still drifting?
That's the thing. Whatever your dad did with that tower, it saved the day. Some sort of atmosphere scrubber.
The energy cloud thinned out. We're on our way to the rally point now. Should be at the Nexus soon. He needs to rest first.
Huh.
He's got 2 hours. We'll need our Pathfinder for this.
I think it's Natalie Dormer. Which is so weird, actually.
Oh, I checked on your sister. Still no change. But if you can pull through, so can she. A bit of your dad in both of you.
Your father will be missed.
What's going on, Sam?
This is our private channel. I shared it with him.
Liam needs to work on his phrasing, but I get the sentiment. Interesting. A private channel. In our own brain, I'm going crazy. So, in Mass Effect 1, in the original trilogy, Shepard gets the whole special index vision, fucking up her brain, and we get Sam. Why'd he pick me is a very obvious answer. It's because you were the only one there and you were dying. What channel?
He never mentioned anything about that.
It allowed me to know him better. Alec wouldn't want us to lose sight of the goal. He said pain emboldens our resolve. He'd insist we grow stronger from his passing.
You got this, Chad Ryder. Cool, okay, we're getting some... Dude! We're getting some more of this. Man's got a fucking bone crown. Oh, it was a record. They recorded it. What he did. They're watching, so they're learning based on his actions. Interesting. But you don't have Sam. You don't have the technology. So you can't do it. so much was said without saying anything. That was really cool. You can tell what was going on there. It was really neat, actually. That was cool.
Ryder, good to see you on your feet. We're at the Nexus. It's the forward hub for the entire Andromeda initiative. The Asari, Solarian, and Turian arcs should be there too.
Ooh, let's go.
Let's hope they've had better luck.
And the Elcor, right?
Approach now.
And the Elcor arc?
It's almost as big as the Citadel back home.
Nexus Control, this is Arc Hyperion requesting docking clearance. Captain, I'm only getting their automated approach channel, not a live person.
Well, like it or not, we're here. Take us in.
Construction should have been finished by now.
Could be worse.
How? Habitat 7's a bust. We might have started a war with the first aliens we met, and our Pathfinder's dead. This better be rock bottom.
Green across the board. Docking initiated.
That's not good.
All right. I got us here. Good luck, Pathfinder.
Okay. So I think what the go is with that cutscene is obviously they've been able to record the action that he did to change, to activate the tower, and this leader, I'm gonna assume leader, there's a goddamn bone crown on their head, trying to do the same thing, but is incapable of doing something. So they're like, wow. This species must be capable of interacting with this technology because they wouldn't be aware of Sam, so they might think it's either all of us or this specific person who is now dead, and then I guess it falls to us. So I'm very curious about that. That was a really cool cutscene. And I love that they didn't even speak to each other. There was no speech between them. It was just silent with cool music. Fascinating. Alright, so we've got the journey so far, which talks about things. So we've got finding a home, which is the Helios cluster is nothing like the initiative expected. The Pathfinder faces terrible dangers and unimaginable wonders in the search of a safe place to call home. During your trial by fire on Habitat 7... that's cool. It goes through all the things that we actually did. Even I guess the bonus stuff of exploring the lab and found a cave and stuff like that. So it just gives us a summary. The Pathfinder is more than a title. Like everyone else in the initiative, Ryder must decide who to become in the new frontier of Helios. You still mourn the loss of your father Alec, a man you loved and respected. You hope you'd have made him proud as Pathfinder. Okay, Alec Ryder. So it updates to soon after our arrival, Alec Ryder died. So it's the classic Mass Effect 1 opening. A likable, elite, very skilled character gets killed immediately. It happened in Mass Effect 1, and it happened now. I'm looking forward to working together, and I'm definitely not going to get killed by someone later. Unknown technology. Alex Ryder and I developed a means to interface with this technology, which he believed was causing the violent weather conditions on Habitat 7. Though he did not survive to develop his theory, the structure we activated appears to be a form of atmosphere processor. After our interference, Habitat 7's ecology showed a degree of improvement. The energy cloud hampering the Hyperion was diminished. Yeah, but what exploded out of the thing as a result? That's an interesting one. Okay. So it's updated our codex things. I'll look into leveling up. Oh, I don't need to level them up. It said that they needed to, but they actually didn't. Alright.
The captain just called me Pathfinder. This is really happening.
Just take a deep breath.
I still can't believe Dad's dead. This should have been his moment.
But now it's yours. You just need to decide what you're gonna do with it.
Where do I start? I'm just not sure I'm ready.
We weren't ready to fall out of the sky on Habitat 7, but we survived that.
Right. So, always keep a jump jet handy.
Okay.
Captain wants to see a full-duty roster.
I just updated the charts.
She'll want to see crew reassignments first. Start with non-essential personnel.
Omnigel. This is that thing that blew up?
This is what we've been waiting for. Let your teams know that
Doesn't this seem like a bit of a hazard?
We've got
Just
20,000
kind of blocking a whole doorway?
and we'll need somewhere to put
What if
them
you
when
need
the
to get
lockbox
through
is
then?
up.
That's where we came from. That's where we woke up.
Clearance from the Nexus. We'll be following stasis revival protocols. We want to avoid any logjams, so it's vital your teams coordinate with each other and keep people moving. Any questions so far?
How do we handle deaths that occurred in transit?
Right. It's an unfortunate fact that not everyone will have survived the voyage. We've already got scattered reports of medical problems from that dark energy cloud we hit. If somebody didn't make it, check with the medical officer. We'll see about notifying their next of
I'm wondering if there's going to be any entertaining humor in here or not, or whether it's just going to be...
Try to keep it quiet. Andromeda is all about new beginnings.
Whether it's just going to be serious talk.
Holding funerals.
Okay, serious talk. Not worth my time standing around. Just don't fucking... What is with this? What is the fucking zooming around these slippery brand new holes? What's this running animation, dude? So funny. Just looks funny when I'm in these clothes, I think.
Nice to see some friendly faces this time.
The Nexus runs a support crew, just enough to finish building the station and provide safe harbor for the Arks.
Means we can start waking our people up.
They built a bar, right? Gotta have champagne for the welcome party.
You're expecting one?
After what we've been through, I could use a buzz.
We all could.
Yeah. Rough ride so far.
We'll bounce back. Real food and a shower are just ahead.
Team, look how fast I can run from one side of the tram to the other while this loads me into a new area. Guys, you gotta join in. Get your steps in.
Here we are.
Luke 8 Nexus personnel. Race you.
I don't see any champagne.
Where is everybody?
Oh, dude,
Well,
what?
this can't be right.
It's like everything's on standby.
If it's a surprise party, they're doing an awfully good job of it.
You got your Asari tour guide again?
Welcome to the Nexus, gateway to Andromeda. I'm Avina, a virtual intelligence designed to assist you with immigration.
Can you tell us where the welcome party is hiding?
I'm sorry, my code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations. Please select from the following pre-programmed responses.
Current year.
What year is it?
The current year is 2819. After spending over 600 years in stasis, it's normal to feel disoriented or confused upon arrival. Our helpful medical staff can assist with any physical or psychological after effects you may be experiencing.
Well, she's got the date right, at least.
So where is everyone?
Okay, immigration.
How does the immigration process work?
We ask that you submit to a brief medical exam to ensure your health and well-being after making such a long journey. Once you've been cleared, our colonization experts will assist you in finding your new home. Please be mindful of the queue. Thousands of eager colonists like you are waiting to begin their new life in Andromeda.
Where? Place is deserted.
Yeah, I don't think you're picking up on any of the hints so far, bud. Alright, Andromeda Galaxy?
What can you tell me about the Andromeda Galaxy?
Here in Andromeda, you are over 2 million light-years away from the Milky Way galaxy. This is the furthest any life form has ever traveled outside our home system, making you a brave pioneer indeed. The Nexus itself is located in a region known as the Helios Cluster. Here, you and thousands of your fellow colonists will fulfill your dreams of settling a new home. Fortune awaits.
Okay, the Nexus.
What is the Nexus?
The Nexus serves as the central hub for the Andromeda Initiative's colonization efforts. It is the first destination for all colonists upon their arrival in the new galaxy. Please enjoy the many venues the Nexus has to offer. As the station expands, it will one day serve as the seat of government for Milky Way colonists. Providing a safe, stable, and prosperous environment is our primary goal.
Not from the looks of it.
Where do colonists live?
Once you've cleared immigration, our helpful staff will assist you in choosing the home world of your dreams. Will it be the tropical paradise of Habitat 7, the gentle rolling hills of Habitat 3, or perhaps the mysterious twilight world of Habitat 5? Whichever you choose, rest assured our Pathfinders have carefully vetted all colony worlds to ensure your security and prosperity.
Oh boy.
Habitat 7. That's where we landed. She's way out of date.
Yeah? What do you think, mate? Yeah, this ain't going well, is it? We're expecting to come here, you know, we're being welcomed with open arms, things being set up, underway, perfect planet to settle in on, and it's been about what you'd probably realistically expect going into a brand new galaxy when you don't know what's around the corner.
That's all.
It has been my pleasure. Please see one of our helpful immigration staff for further assistance.
I'll try and find him.
welcome to your new home in Andromeda, where the brightest star is you. Current wait time for immigration processing is unknown error.
Right. That was helpful.
Unknown error. Okay. I'm
Plants are
just
still alive.
What am I? Ah, here. Interesting.
It's like they didn't finish building it.
Yeah? What gives you that impression, Cora? I couldn't possibly imagine. They didn't finish building it. No one's here. It's empty. All the
This place
lights
should be
are
packed
off.
with people.
Okay. Hydroponics equipment. I forgot that I could scan shit. I forgot about my scanner in that whole second part of the mission going after our dad. There was probably quite a few things we could have found. Gotta get my research data, man. Guess we're just looking around. Oh yeah, you can scan, wait. What the fuck? Human male. This is likely a member of the Nexus support crew currently engaged in electrical repairs. So, where? Oh! Oh! There's actually someone there. That scared the shit out of me. I was like...
Maybe he's got champagne.
That scared the shit out of me. I was like, what the fuck? There's a dude? I can't see anyone. It's a ghost.
Let's talk to that worker.
Sup? Sup, human male? Human male construction worker?
We're from Ark Hyperion, and wondering where everybody went.
Did he hear you?
Did you say an Ark?
I did?
Yeah, we just got in.
And for what it's worth, your VI over there could use an update.
But we thought you were all dead.
What?
Or captured, or lost in dark space, or... But you're here. You have no idea how much this means.
I don't believe it.
Tyrion.
I'm Tyrion Candros. I lead our militia on the Nexus.
I'm Ryder. This is Cora Harper and Liam Costa, part of the Pathfinder team.
I'm sorry for the confusion. Our sensors told us an Ark had arrived, but Helios is notorious for scrambling equipment. We thought you were just another malfunction.
Oh, okay. So you guys just chilling in the dark, then? Skeleton crew, huh? We're definitely here.
Well, I've got a shipload of people that says we're here.
Of course, it's just... You're the first Ark we've seen. After a year of waiting and no sign of the others, we shuttered this area and stopped looking.
You've been stranded for a whole year?
Longer. I'll fill you in on the way to Op Center.
Longer than a
Everything
year.
that could go wrong with our plan has. We arrived 14 months ago. Right away, we hit a band of dark energy that knocked us off course.
Okay.
We're familiar with it.
Then you'll know why we call it the Scourge. We lost whole sections of the station. A lot of people died. No power, no food. The chaos went on for months. It finally led to armed rebellion. When order was restored, the insurgents were banished. Exiles, we call them.
What?
Are things back to normal?
Not even close. But you're here now, so maybe the worst is over.
No word from the other path?
Okay, I wanted to test if it was okay to still get dialogue while interacting with the tram, and you can.
So far, we've stayed hidden. We're in no shape to deal with an attack.
We had a first contact situation on Habitat 7. Whole thing went south. They tried to kill us.
That wasn't first contact. We know about them. Those aliens are going to be a real problem. We're here.
You guys go ahead. I'll check out the security situation.
You should know our command structure has been fractured. Some of us are filling in for leaders who died.
Is it true?
They said drop everything and report for duty.
And no one was expecting an Ark to finally show up.
Docking procedures are green across the board.
Stand by to merge Hyperion power into the grid.
Krogan! And a Solarian. I don't even know who they are, I'm just excited that they're there.
Crew of the Hyperion.
Good luck.
I'm Jaren Tan, director of the initiative. You have no idea how much your arrival means to us.
Also kind of a recognizable voice. It means more to us.
Not as much as it means to us. We had one hell of a time getting here. Nice to see some friendly faces.
Hungry faces. Any supplies you can spare would be appreciated.
This is Foster Addison. She oversees colonial affairs. Where's the Pathfinder?
You're looking at him.
You're not Alec Ryder.
My father's dead. He made me his successor.
Alec is dead. Please understand, the entire initiative is at risk. None of the Golden Worlds panned out. They're a bust, and there's been no word from the other arcs. What happened to them?
Unknown. Our supplies are nearly depleted. Rationing bought us some time, but even that's running out.
We need to find more resources, but that takes people, and we can't wake them up.
Until they have somewhere to live. A golden world.
Now more than ever, we need a Pathfinder.
It now falls to you, Ryder. Are you up to the task?
Okay. I am.
I may not have been the first choice, but I'm ready for this.
Youthful enthusiasm will only get you so far in Andromeda.
Alright, mate.
That's no way to treat a guest.
Got a female Krogan?
I'm Nak Morkesh, superintendent of this station. Hope they haven't scared you off already.
It's nothing personal, but now isn't the time for on-the-job training.
At least the Pathfinder here seems willing to try. We could use a fresh perspective.
You've heard my concerns. I'll leave you to it.
Interesting.
We're all feeling the pressure. Let's have a private word in my office, Ryder. We'll discuss giving you a scout ship. I'm happy to work out the details with your associate.
Welcome to the Nexus.
Okay. Thanks for helping.
Thank you for standing up for me there.
Hope's in short supply here. What little we can find should have a chance.
Ma'am, the Hyperion's core is now online.
Let me show you something.
At least they've got plenty of blonde hair dye on
that was all dark.
On the Nexus.
But with the power from your ship, you're keeping the lights on. You have my vote.
And when the power runs out?
You'd best go talk to Director Tan. Make sure that doesn't happen. And don't be shy. Come see me when you have a chance.
Wow. Okay.
Hyperion is starting to send a tally of supplies. Handling something big, is she? I'll just organize this as it comes in and send it your way.
Huh.
You know what the priority needs are anyway.
Okay, so we're just going to start talking to people. It's a green Turian. I've never seen a green Turian before. Look at him, so talented at using that computer while staring right at me. Hyper focus. Look at you go. Do you need a chair, bud? Like, you don't look too comfortable. Anyone got any chairs? Who designed these computers? They're not standing desk level. Anyone got any chairs? Because this Turian looks uncomfortable. Anyone want to get this guy a chair, please?
This is Nexus Control to Hyperion. It's good to have you here.
Addison.
Excellent. Let's go over the docking checklist,
You have
shall
a
we?
job. If you want to keep it, do it.
Who are you talking to? Are you talking to him? I mean, he seems occupied. You're not even looking at him. You're just talking to yourself. Alright, let's have a look. Nexus Reunion. Journal. Speak with Director Tan in Pathfinder Headquarters. Alright, let's track that mission, obviously. Let's have a look in the Codex and see what we've got that's new. There was an uprising on Nexus, pretty interesting. Despite Director Tan's reluctance to share them, the Nexus retains records of the so-called Nexus Uprising in the early months of the station's arrival. The damage caused by the Scourge killed members of the senior leadership. New individuals had to step in to fill these roles. However, with hydroponics damaged and no habitable planets available, supplies were stretched to crisis point. Dissent turned to open rebellion against this new leadership. With the Nexus threatened, Krogan work crews were able to provide military support against the rebels, now led by head security Sloane Kelly, in return for political representation. The Krogan were ultimately successful, and the rebels were exiled from the Nexus. These exiles remain a concern for the Nexus leadership to this day. The majority of Krogan personnel also left the Nexus soon afterwards. Director Tan has declined to provide details or fill in gaps in the official record. Okay. Jan Garson. Is there an update here? She's just dead. Okay. Unfortunately, she would never live to see her dream realized. She died aboard the Nexus when it sustained severe damage. The billionaire who started it all. Killed off screen. I thought there was actually going to be an interesting story tied to Garson, considering she was the one who started everything here. I thought it was going to be a cool story thing with her. She's dead. Never mind. That character's out of here. The Nexus. Intended as a safe anchorage, embassy, and financial center, the Nexus is a vast space station sent ahead of the main Ark fleet. It traveled to Andromeda in an incomplete state to reduce fuel demands, with construction planned to be completed within a standard year after arrival. However, syncing with Nexus databases reveals that damage from the Scourge has set the timetable back significantly. Returning Arks anchor at the Nexus's central wheel, integrating their power grid and offloading colonists for orientation and temporary housing before deployment to outposts. The Nexus collates and manages the resources which form the basis of the initiative's economy, coordinates scientific research and defense, and acts as headquarters for Pathfinder teams. Once outposts are established, the Nexus will become the permanent seat of government for the initiative, Andromeda's Citadel, basically. So, basically, are we finding other arcs in the galaxy and we're going to bring them to the Nexus and link them all up, and then that's it? That's kind of the plan. Leadership. As the base of operations for the Andromeda Initiative, the Nexus leadership was always intended to be split between the Initiative proper, station operations, and colonial administration. Gian Garson planned to retain an honorary role, electing the Asari matriarch Nuara as Initiative Director. Okay. Unfortunately, they're both dead. So there's our Asari matriarch that's also dead. They're both deceased, along with many of Nuara's senior staff. The current director of the initiative, Jeran Tan, was eighth in line of succession. Today, Director Tan remains officially in charge of initiative operations and Pathfinder teams. Foster Addison retains her post as Director of Colonial Affairs, managing colonist and outpost deployments. The Nexus itself is administered by Superintendent Nakmor Kesh, who also oversees construction efforts. In the wake of the Ket attacks, Tyrion Kandros emerged as leader of a de facto volunteer militia that has taken over station security. Though technically a civilian, Kandros is counted among the Nexus leadership. Cool. Okay, we got some Ark species. So we got the Krogan. Culture and society, biology. The extremely high birth rate of Krogan, a response to Tuchanka's harsh environment, once saw them over on gentler worlds. The genophage has reduced live births to a relative handful. Just wondering if it talks about anything that actually happened. But considering what's really interesting about this is because we have to sort of acknowledge the fact that this game has its story take place, like these guys leave before Mass Effect 3 happens, so therefore Sam's codex includes no information from the events of Mass Effect 3, no Reaper War, no genophage cure, like all of that kind of stuff, because it's going the Krogan are considered a dying species in the Milky Way, as the genophage means only 1 in 1,000 Krogan pregnancies succeed. In recent years, they've shown signs of adapting, but no mention of cure, because Sam wouldn't know. There's no connection or no update to what's going on in the Milky Way galaxy. So it makes sense. It makes sense. Solarians. I'm not gonna get sad about Morden right now. I'm not gonna get sad about Dr. Morden Solus. My boy. Turians. That's an image of Garrus. Why are you making me so sad? Showing me my old friends and making me think about them. God damn it. Technology, it's communication stuff. Cool. Alright, we got some more codex entries. I would like to get some more specific information on certain characters, and I guess we will when we talk to them. Just going to take a quick little break now that we're here on the Nexus and the power's running, and then we'll have this meeting with Director Tan and other characters. Now let's talk to Addison.
Alright, what happened?
To who?
To whom? And your goddamn father. Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec.
To whom? And your goddamn father. Okay, mate. Took me off guard. All that matters is he's gone.
I don't want to get into it. Things went wrong. And now I'm the one you have to deal with.
Alec Ryder wouldn't accept that kind of ultimatum. Damned if I will. We'd never have left home if we... Not home. The Milky Way. This is home. This mess. We don't have a lot of options, Ryder. Maybe you'll prove your father right. After 14 months of failed colonization, forgive me if I don't hold my breath.
Alright, mate. Fucking hell. Tough crowd today. So you're tired. Go take a nap then. Leave me alone. I'm going to regret having this conversation. Colonial Director position.
How do you fit into the Nexus leadership?
I oversee the actual settlement effort. As the number of outposts is currently less than ideal, my influence is limited. As Tan is quick to remind me. Left a perfectly adequate career as a chief officer. Provincial capital, too. Only a new galaxy could pull me away. And here we are, idling.
Okay. Relationship with my father.
You called my father Alec. No one does that.
A lot of us joined the initiative because of his vision. What he shared of it, anyway.
Were you friends? Or...
I'm not your new mother, if that's what you're asking. Or his friend. He hated that I didn't use his title. But no one's a pathfinder until they've path-found something. Colonial director without colonies.
So she's just straight up, like, just doesn't respect titles or... So, I love that my dude's just like, alright, so why do you call him Alec? Do you know him on a personal level? Are you his friend? Because you're using like his first name as if you're, you know, on familiar terms with him. She claps back with like, "I'm not your new mother." Like, jeez, just asking you a question about whether you knew him personally so I could get some fucking idea of what's going on here, man. Wow. I'm not your new mother. I'm not his friend. He just hasn't path found something yet. Holy crap. You know what? I realized another thing that's bugging me about my character's beard is it doesn't have the chin part. It doesn't have the under mouth part of the beard. I don't like how Giga Chad looks, but I gotta blame that one on the character creator. It wouldn't allow me to give my character a good looking beard, so I just turned him into a cheekboned Giga Chad. I don't know, man. It is what it is. That's our rider. That's our Chad rider. The plan for the hostiles. I can't wait for another shitty answer to this question.
There must be some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We expected life, not an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack. They disinfect. We're nothing until we're bacteria. Sorry, 14 months and you stoop to poetry. That's how bad it is. Not sure who started it, but we're calling them Ket. Kandros will know more. Maybe too much.
You don't trust him?
I trust him to defend us. I do not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative. We came here to make history, Ryder, not repeat it. Ugh, goddamn poetry.
Okay. So we're calling them the Ket. These bony aliens smoking the ketamine. They smoking it. That's right. They smoke ketamine. In Andromeda Galaxy, and they enjoy it. And we call them the Ket. I make friends with Yoda. Failing outposts.
You've had no colony successes in over a year. How many tries is that?
Less than you'd think. The Scourge, spoiled worlds, exiles, hostiles. We can't just plop down an outpost and expect picket fences. We need the Pathfinder and Sam to scout, evaluate, and inspire. The initiative promised a goal. Andromeda has not cooperated.
And if it had?
Beautiful utopian horseshit. Colonies that produce and support each other. The Nexus as Citadel, not headed by Tan, or even me.
Okay. Insight into strange tech.
There's also the strange technology. Has anyone studied that?
We've tried. Not me. The brains in research. They're supposed to know their business. The current excuse? The tech we dug up on Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different? I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And from what the Hyperion logs say about Alec, maybe that's good.
I'll be going.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Ryder?
It's Pathfinder.
Ryder, we're starving here. If we don't get a foundation of outposts to feed the initiative, we might as well be 600 years dead. Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out. That's what you're up against. Why people won't trust you. Why I don't trust you. Prove me wrong.
We're gonna stare in my face. We're gonna be best friends. I can't wait. We're gonna form a romantic relationship with Foster Addison out of spite. Enemies to lovers arc. Alright. Bold of my character to assume that I would get called Pathfinder when she wouldn't even call Alec Pathfinder. But let's go. So silly. Okay, Nexus. Foster Addison. Previous to the initiative, Foster Addison was the Chief Operations Officer for a provincial capital. She stated in her screening interviews that she preferred the position because it was the highest non-elected municipal office. It carried responsibility without requiring a public face. Foster was asked to head Colonial Affairs early during initiative training. She accepted after being assured that it was temporary. After arrival, Outposts would appoint a council and she could be obscure on a new world. In the meantime, she would remain senior advisor to Gian Garson. Unfortunately, Garson died and was eventually replaced by Director Tan. During the rebuilding, Colonial Director Addison had no colonial affairs to direct. That limited the influence she wielded and increased the scrutiny demanded. She has expressed frustration at the open-ended nature of her position and the ongoing need for statements about the status or lack of outposts. Though she remains eminently capable, it appears to be exactly the job she didn't want. Okay. Good. So we'll talk to these characters, we'll get their codex entries, and we can read a little bit more about them. Okay, so we've affectionately named these bad boys the Ket. According to Nexus officials, the aliens encountered on Habitat 7 are known as the Ket, a species that has proven hostile in every reported encounter. Little is known about them or their motives. The Ket possess technology and weapons at least on par with the Initiatives, and many have been responsible for the death or capture of Initiative personnel. The only commonality is that the Ket have a clear interest in the strange structures and technology seen on Habitat 7 and, as we now know, on several worlds in the Helios cluster. Scouts and prospecting teams trying to investigate this technology are invariably attacked by the Ket, who take any scans or research materials by force. Why the Ket have such an interest in this technology is unknown, but the Nexus has issued warning bulletins to all off-station teams to avoid these sites for their own safety. And I love that, like, what's her face? What's her face? What's your face? What's her name? Foster Addison. Addison was just like, oh, we expected, them to, we didn't expect them to fight or whatever, and then they don't talk. I'm like, well, they do talk. It's a new alien species. You didn't think that you'd be able to rock up to a new galaxy and understand a new alien species with the universal translators, which only work with catalogued and discovered species, right? Of course you're not going to understand. But whatever, I digress. So silly. And so aggressive, and for what? I just woke up from a 600-year power nap, dude. Let me live my life. I guess actually, I could probably scan some shit around here too. Can I scan people? No relevant data. Alright, I can't scan people around this place. So only sometimes you can scan other people. Other times they're just like, don't bother. That's right, there is no relevant data there. You're damn right. Let me do my little squiggly leg run down these stairs. Oh, we've got an information wall here as well. Let's take a look at that info wall.
I'm Gian Garson, founder of the Initiative. It's through your hard work that the vision of the Nexus has come to life. You and all your colleagues bind our proud new colonies together. Look around at your achievements. And if you have any questions, my door is always open.
Founder Garson's office is located at Workspace Not Allocated. Please select a topic.
Okay. My employee data.
You are Employee Writer, Salary Code 19B, Active Pathfinder. Your supervisor is Director Tan. Based on current staffing needs, you will be eligible for paid vacation time in 587 days.
Seriously?
Why not plan on which beautiful colony you'll vacation on while you wait?
Okay, staff directory.
For initiative strategy and Pathfinder coordination, please see Director Jaren Tan. For colonial affairs or outpost status, please see Director Foster Addison. For station maintenance, please contact Superintendent Nakmor Kesh. For militia operations or Apex deployment, please see Tyran Kandros.
Nexus status.
Integration from the Hyperion is ongoing. Personnel are still restricted to operations.
Viability status.
Viable planets capable of supporting life are key to our survival in Andromeda. The viability of a world is affected by several factors, including temperature, resources, threat levels, political stability, and so on. We have few viable planets currently within range. Resource levels are considered at risk.
I need Edie, and I need the Normandy, and I need to go for a fucking little trip to the stars, and I'll go and fucking mine some resources for you. Go and scan the whole galaxy. I'll do it myself. Selection process.
The selection process saw the Andromeda Initiative evaluate thousands of potential habitable planets within the galaxy.
After discovering an unusually high ratio of potential candidates, or golden worlds, the Helios cluster was selected as our destination. Even at a distance, studying the light from stars can reveal much about their planet's composition and atmosphere. 7 worlds, nicknamed habitats, have the life-supporting environments and resources we need to start our new lives in Andromeda.
So, the Andromeda Galaxy is much, much bigger than the Milky Way, and only 7 planets in a cluster in that galaxy were deemed appropriate. Like, no backup worlds? Only 7. There was no, like, oh, you know, these are the ones that we've chosen, but maybe, you know, just in case they don't work out, and maybe one turns into a floating mountain storm planet, not a tropical paradise. Here's a longer list of not as beautiful worlds, but ones that still check out, just in case. No, here's 7, and this is the only 7 you get. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. I'm not going to try and run around with my scanner out constantly, because that's just going to take forever. Instead, I'm going to do this leggy sprint thing that I got going on, and we're going to look around. Same shit, different day. For posterity, in case the initiative goes belly up, the Nexus is a 4-ring circus. Don't like how Tan operates, and his disdain for the Krogan is obvious. I believe his intentions are ultimately good, but he's an opportunist who's likely to create dissent. I don't see the Nexus coming together if he's left unchecked. It's already polarizing Addison, just taking the cue to circle the wagons. I think I can talk to Kandros about this and at least try to get 2 of us more coordinated. Or maybe not. Seriously hate this kind of drama. Okay.
Yes, I know the Hyperion docking unannounced caused some switches to blow. That's fine. I don't care. We know the problem is more widespread than we thought. We're working to fix it. That's all.
Okay. Are you talking to me? I'm assuming you're talking to me. So, in terms of journal, Director Tan is the main objective, so just in case it skips over any other, like, you know,
working on it.
Characters, we're going to talk to the other people first. And then, hopefully, we don't have to just run back and talk to them again after, but we'll see. Kesh.
There you are. Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time. There's a lot that needs doing. At least with the Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
Okay. Krogan whereabouts?
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
You haven't spoken to number 8 yet, have you?
Number 8?
Tan. Ask him why most of my people left. He'll have opinions. I can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, a deal was made. My clan were supposed to settle matters and, in return, get more say in the initiative.
Wow. So he just refers to him as number 8. Love it.
Why do you call Tan 8?
8th in line.
Because he was 8th in line to take over the Andromeda initiative. I like to remind him of that now and then. Keep him humble.
Did the deal go through?
The clan held up their part, but Tan had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here. Then Addison's assistant, Spender, pretended he never made the deal in the first place. It was a mess, but I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used.
With your clan gone, why did you stay?
It's complicated. The station and my clan both need me here.
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Jean Garson, was killed.
What happened to Jean Garson?
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. Tan might know more.
And I thought the Hyperion had it bad when we arrived. Anything else?
The outposts aren't happening because we don't have resources or people, so Addison's more uptight than ever. And let's not forget how badly the station was damaged on arrival. But that's a detail, according to some. My team and I are repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go downhill. Fast.
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with the genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
No wonder your people have such a problem with Solarians.
Some wounds never heal. Not that my ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were forced to respond. And it's not fair to blame it all on them either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about new beginnings. My people need that more than most.
Just wait until I tell you about the bomb that's in the planet Tachanka that's set to go off just in case the Krogan rebel again. We won't mention that one.
What about the Krogan here in Andromeda?
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show mutation against the virus. A natural defense. During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah. It's still early, but I think we made a dent. Our scientists say we've improved viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had.
Wow.
Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
That's so cool. It's so sad that Kesh doesn't know what's gonna, what happened 600 years ago. There's a Krogan future, far out. But out here, 600 years later, they've just got a 4% chance of living, but they're making some sort of progress. It's just so bizarre being so far removed from the events of the Milky Way galaxy. There's a whole massive things that have happened, and it was hundreds of years ago.
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I was part of the team that originally designed and built this place. I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
Nothing more for now.
See you later.
See you later.
Entire sector showing green. Good job, you two.
Okay, let's pull up this codex entry of Nakmor Kesh, overseer of the Nexus's initial design and construction phase in the Milky Way. Nakmor Kesh is currently superintendent of the station. She has oversight of the Nexus proper, maintaining systems, integrating any returning arcs, and continuing construction efforts. She is also considered a senior figure in Clan Nakmor, despite the departure of the majority of the Krogan from the Nexus. Kesh herself describes her role as fixer-in-chief. Records from the Nexus uprisings show Kesh played a key role in keeping the station operational during the crisis. Her strong management and knowledge of the station makes her an irreplaceable member of the Nexus leadership. Though minutes of official meetings suggest she and Director Jaren Tan are often at odds, Kesh's presence ensures that the Krogan still have a powerful voice on the Nexus. I want to headbutt her as a sign of respect. Okay, so that's we've spoken to 2 out of 4 of the leaders right now. I need to go speak to Mr. Turian Man. Mr. Guy. Why are you standing like that? You got a problem with me, man? Why are you standing like that? Alright, we got an arms merchant.
Weapons and stuff. I got you covered.
Weapons and
Use
stuff.
the console to take a look through what I got. It'd be a lot easier if I weren't missing half my stock.
Can I have a discount? I'll tell you that this is my favorite store on the Nexus. Okay. Please?
Ouch. Why am I paying for these?
Half the supplies are inaccessible, what with how we crash landed and all. And I have to trade with the crooks out there for the rest, so...
My name is Chad Ryder, and this is not my favorite store on the Nexus. I got no cash. I got $100 bucks. I'm gonna take it and leave. Oh, sell all salvage. $13.90. I got cash. Still not enough to really buy stuff, but that's cool. I'm gonna sell my salvage. Nice. I got money. Wait, what's going on here? What's going on here? What are you doing? You want to tell me what's happening? I can't talk to you, so I'm just... I don't know what's going on there. Okay. Just Turian in captivity. Operations. Security footage. Oh, what's going on here? Bunch of security footage. Look at all this text to read to Tyrion Kandros. As you're aware, there was a mutiny aboard the Nexus during your absence. Events escalated quickly, but we believe it began with a fire in hydroponics and theft in the armory. Motivations for the uprising vary. Mob mentality was certainly a factor, but for the leaders, including your predecessor, former security director Sloane Kelly, it was a conscious betrayal. There have been perfunctory attempts to catalogue and address the damages caused by Sloane's people during the uprising. Supplies stolen, equipment broken, things of that nature, but I was hoping the militia could step in and draw up an official report. It's imperative we know what we are working with if we're going to survive. Director Tan, I need my people focused on defending the station, not taking inventory. If you really need militia oversight, I'll get Sergeant Nels to look at it. That said, it was my understanding the Exiles were more Calix's people than Sloane's. Isn't he the one who started the mutiny? I love that we're just reading an email chain. Security footage, but we're reading an email chain. Calix Corvanus may have started it, but Sloane made her allegiances clear. I know she held you in high regard, but I hope you can be impartial when it comes to this task. Sloane Kelly is not who I thought she was. There won't be a problem. Good, then you won't object to sending a small and discreet reconnaissance team to find out where Sloane and the Exiles might have gone? Where do we get colonial efforts up and running? I don't want any surprises. Forwarding report from Recon Team 232. Trail's cold. Found what looks like abandoned camps in the Pfeiffer system, but none with living inhabitants, only graveyards. The conspirator Arita was among the dead, but not Sloane Kelly. Sloane Kelly's out there somewhere. Okay. I don't know how security footage translates to an email, but
Gotcha. It is what it is.
But the
Professor
plant is
Herrick.
toxic. What if they store oxygen in porous tissue, like Quiro's rockfish?
I still reckon they had breather gear stowed in that armor.
Perhaps both. Life is infinitely adaptable, as our expedition proves.
Is a Turian in a little hat? Professor Herrick, I would like to talk to you. I don't know who you are.
You must be the Pathfinder. Wonderful. You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
Thanks, Mr.
Professor Herrick. My colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
Meanwhile, I just called him Eric with a H at the start. I was like, Professor Herrick. Here's Eric with a H. Herrick. Can I join in? Nice. What are your specialties?
What fields do you study?
Herrick's into life sciences. I do planetary geology, oceanography, rocks and runoff. Aradana's the space and math whiz.
Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry. Now we can better advise on repairing the damage it caused.
And maybe Addison will give us a real workspace. Who can think with all this racket?
Okay. And we can talk to the others. Dr. Aradana.
Pathfinder, we've had some trouble.
Anything I can help with?
Perhaps. I discharged an away team to get readings from a section of the Scourge that was behaving anomalously. They haven't reported in for some time, and sensors can't locate their shuttle. I sent them out there. Good, dedicated people. I fear what might have happened to them.
Have hope.
Don't give up hope. When I'm out there, I'll see if I can find them.
Their friends and family will want to know what's happened, and I need to know.
Okay. New task, missing scientists. And Chief Lucan.
Hi, Pathfinder. Want to hit some rocks for science?
Try and stop me.
Absolutely. What do you need?
Sam and I used your scans and made a VI for geophysics surveys. Beta builds on the console there. Test it out in the field, and I'll wrangle you a consultant's bonus from Director Addison. How's that sound?
Access the terminal. I'm gonna track that one. Let's see what this is. Console looks busted. Geophysics 6 beta build. Patch notes. Streamline interface with Omni tool. Tune voice recognition to recognize both aluminium and aluminium. Love that. Aluminum and aluminium. They recognize as both pronunciations of the word. That's great. Because accents are a thing, and pronunciations in different parts of the world are a thing. aluminum and aluminium. Haptic interface no longer defaults to transparent. Haptic interface not found. Customize SAM handshake protocols. Activate. Alright, scan minerals. I'm gonna scan minerals for Marie. Let's go. Gotta make sure Hank's got his minerals scanned. Liam, what's up?
Off there. Too small for lizards. Pathfinder, no time for our beer yet. This place is a mess. Security is, let's call it strained.
I can believe it. The Nexus is running on empty.
Not just that. A lot of the exiles were security. Everyone was trained and armed for Frontier. We know Cat are dangerous, and now we have to worry about our people too. No idea where they went, but they left mad.
Let's not write them off.
They were frustrated. If they just wanted to kill, they could have fought to the last here.
Apparently we're the big hope for everyone. Not the Hyperion showing. Just us. I'm with you. It's just... a lot.
We'll get it back to spec.
As long as the Nexus is here, as long as we're here, we have a job to do.
Double down crisis mode. I can do that. We can do that. Ready and willing, Pathfinder.
They must have like decent stock of like hair bleach and hair dye in here. Over 14 months, there's no regrowth on that scalp, baby. That's a freshly dyed hair. We're running out of food, but anyone got any hair dye? I need to redo my roots. We have female Turians, dude. We got female Turians. What the fuck? No shit. Okay.
This is a nightmare.
Mariette. Does that mean... Hang on. Was the green Turian upstairs a female and I just didn't acknowledge it?
You weren't listed as bringing.
Yes. Damn, I just didn't acknowledge it. You're a female. Things that you just don't say in real life when you just approach strangers. You're a female. Sorry. You just don't see many female Turians. There's literally only one in Mass Effect 3. And it was amazing. So forgive me for being amazed. I just realized, yeah. Amazing. Apex status, Lieutenant. Based on status report 16C, it seems we're no closer to gaining a foothold in any sector. Without decent recon and greater intel on this enemy, I'm starting to think our efforts are futile. The risks involved and continued loss of resources and lives makes it hard to justify. With morale this low, we need to scale down expectations again. Kandros. I love that. That's a cool thing. I'm happy to see more female Turians, and it took until Mass Effect 3 DLC to get that.
It's not right. It's not fair.
What's wrong?
Oh my, So it's true. A Pathfinder has found us. There's hope at last. Maybe you could help. You're impartial. This whole thing has gotten so political. My husband, he's locked up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
Okay. What was the crime?
What exactly was he convicted of?
They don't exile you for petty theft. Well, maybe this bunch would. They say it's murder. They're calling him the first murderer in Andromeda, but the dead man was his friend. He wouldn't have. There are witnesses and evidence, but it's all circumstantial. At worst, it was an accident. His name is Nilken Rensis. He could give you the details if you were willing to speak with him. Please.
Interesting. Imagine being called the first murderer in our galaxy. At least to, your civilization. Of course.
I'd be happy to.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure the jailer will allow you a visit. Please, tell Nilken I love him.
Nilken. I was literally just asking about what happened to that guy, because I'm like, was there a Turian in there? And I was like, what's going on with that boy? Now we know. He's a murderer. I'll go check on him. Strike team missions. Okay. Kandros, what's up?
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue with results, though they'll try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Turian Ark.
What's the word on the Turian Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive. Who knows? If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
Okay. Coming to Andromeda.
What brought you out here to Andromeda?
I was tired of being the good one.
The good one?
The Kandros family is old military. There were expectations, you know? Then my sister became a sculptor and cousin Irene went pirate on Omega. Everyone was proud that I stayed in service. But I kept wondering, when do I get my adventure? Jen Garson's dream was so grand, so gutsy, I had to be part of it.
Cousin Nyreen. So yeah, Nyreen's our female Turian from Mass Effect 3. Name dropped too, wow. Your role.
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership. How did you end up commanding the militia?
I was escorting a prospecting team on some moon when those Ket found us. They penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose, snatched a gun, and freed the others. By the time we killed the bastards and headed back to warn the Nexus, everyone looked at me like I was in charge.
That sounds familiar.
The militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
14 months does turn everybody into poets. Addison was right about one thing. Turian welfare.
Are the other Turians managing okay?
So-so. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn our citizenship, whatever galaxy we're in. But it's hard to focus with our arc missing.
What do you know about the enemies we've encountered? The Ket?
We usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The Ket don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why. They don't talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners.
Why? What do they want?
No one knows. But I've seen their weaponry and what they do to those prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
Militia's uses.
It's rough out there. I might need backup, if you can spare the people.
I have strike teams specializing in assault and extraction. If you need serious firepower, my Apex teams have you covered. In fact, I could give you authority to dispatch them. It'll cut down their response time.
Thank you.
Our current ops are on the terminal. See if there's anything that could use a shot where it counts.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Okay. Tyrion Kandros. Let's have a look at that as well. Militia and Apex. Encountering hostile species was a possible scenario. Political, philosophical, and resource restraints in the Milky Way mean the Andromeda Initiative does not have a standing army and only minimal military hardware. Defense was planned to revolve around technological superiority. The Ket, however, represent a greater threat than anyone projected. The Nexus militia was formed by Tyrion Kandros after he was captured by the Ket and led other prisoners in an escape. Debriefs show that upon their return to the Nexus, Kandros and his team provided the first early warnings about the Ket, and despite counter-arguments, founded and armed a volunteer militia. Today, enrollment lists show over 300 active members with 150 in reserve from a variety of combat backgrounds. Kandros describes Apex as the militia's long reach, selected for exemplary combat skills and experience. Apex forces are small but elite teams that handle special ops. Most Apex members have rescinded their colonist status to focus on defense. Alright. In his screening interviews, Tyrion Kandros states he is named after an ancestor who captured a dreadnought in the Krogan rebellions, and he was expected to live up to the name. After beginning boot camp at the traditional age of 15, Kandros rose through the ranks and was assigned to Sigiris 8, one of the Hierarchy's counter-terrorism divisions. Persistent rumors on the Nexus claim that Kandros was sent to investigate the Andromeda Initiative when the Hierarchy became suspicious about its activities. Kandros refuses to comment on former operations, citing family pressures as the reason he later joined the initiative. During the early days of the Nexus's arrival, Kandros left the station to act as protection detail for a prospecting team and was captured by the Ket. He managed to lead several other captives in an escape and returned to the Nexus, eventually founding a volunteer militia to defend the station. Lovely. We love a man who steps up to the plate. He did it. He did it. Let's have a look at these strike team missions.
This console reports on the militia's current strike team missions, Pathfinder. Please speak with Tyrion Candros for authorization to participate.
I did. Oh, okay.
That's the console for our strike teams.
What are they?
Assault and extraction squads. When we need the best, I have Apex, combat experts who've signed up to defend us. Since you have a front row view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
Okay, you're trusting them to me.
I'll deploy your people carefully, Candros.
Appreciate that, Ryder. But trust me, Apex can handle themselves. Authorization complete. Good luck out there.
Okay. Strike teams. Strike teams can be sent on missions to support the Andromeda initiative. If they succeed, they'll earn XP and Ryder will gain a reward. If they fail, they'll only earn a small amount and no special reward. Apex are an elite strike team. Select a mission and you send them there. Your progress will be automatically saved before multiplayer is launched. Oh, okay, hang on. This is a multiplayer thing? Play Apex missions in multiplayer, either with friends or through public matchmaking, to earn strike team rewards for Ryder and additional bonuses. Oh, it's a... okay. So it's a multiplayer thing. Oh no, Pathfinder rewards, loot boxes. Oh no. Read the description for each mission, the time limit to attempt the mission, the reward for successfully completing it. These missions are currently available, and this icon describes the difficulty of said mission. Okay. Not loot box rewards. Okay, and they're missions that expire in, I guess, real time. And how much time is required? Oh, hang on. So you can assign teams, or you can do multiplayer. So it's a mixture. So you can complete in multiplayer, or assign it to a strike team. Assault rifle damage is enhanced while other guns deal less damage. Gives you a modifier. Okay, and I guess you can maybe change modifiers whenever you want to. Interesting. So play the mission or send a strike team. I'm not sure if anyone's playing multiplayer in Mass Effect Andromeda. It might be surprising if they are. It could be interesting to check out. Maybe a bit later. Maybe a bit later. Okay, strike teams. We only have one. Quebec. Level 1. 74% chance of success, and then it requires like 1 hour and 40 minutes. I'm assuming it's like, you know, of real time, and it might not be, you know, if you have to have the game on or something like that. This is like a Ubisoft in Assassin's Creed games have a couple of this shit as well, where it's like you get your little boats in Black Flag and you send them on your little pirate trade routes, and then you collect your little rewards after type deal. 21% chance of success. Is there anything in here? 21% chance. Is there anything in here that could potentially be... Well, I guess, yeah, at least they're graded, so you can see. So if they're bronze, we'll do a good job. So this one will give us bronze boxes, 5 mission funds. Bronze research data, 10 mission funds. Fuck it, well I guess we'll send a strike team. 74% chance of success. What if they fail? I don't know. Who knows? And that's now going to take 2.5 hours of real time. Those are the rewards, and these are the strike teams. Okay. Oh, and you can recruit a team for 40 mission funds. Well, I have 40 mission funds, so let's recruit a team. Papa. Yep. That's what I think when I think Papa. I think 3 Asari. Papa Squad. Alright, let's send them on a journey too, I suppose. So weird. Yeah. Alright. Off you go, Papa Squad. Go make me proud. Alright, there's some strike teams. Hell yeah. Strike team missions. Complete. Or on the job at least. That's that out of the way. Alright. This is locked. Let's have a look at this map. Where are we? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, the murderer thing. Right. The murderer! Hello, I'm here to talk to the murderer.
Help you?
Pathfinder Ryder, here to see Nilken Rensis.
Ah, our murderer. Wife's here all the time. Guess she told you her sob story. Nilken, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanted to chat with you.
A Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first murderer.
Not why I'm here.
I'm not here to exile you. Told your wife I'd look into things.
At this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I was part of the futile effort to set up a colony on Eos. We were on our last legs, overrun by hostiles, our leader dead. The security chief, Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
Arguments happen.
Last I checked, getting into a spat wasn't against the law.
There's more. He ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement, thought it was the Ket, and I guess I panicked and fired. A witness saw the chief's chest explode.
Okay. So it was unintentional.
Sounds like an accident.
That's what I told them. But I was enraged when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
The evidence will decide.
I'll check out the evidence. Maybe something doesn't add up.
It'd be nice to have someone with an open mind looking at it. You're a Pathfinder. I'm sure Kandros would give you access. Maybe there's still hope.
Okay. Let's speak with Kandros. Let's solve this little mystery. I got nothing better to do. Look at my little legs go. They're ready to do the job.
No news on the Turian Ark yet? Or is this militia business?
I'm actually a detective now. I'm not a Pathfinder. I'm researching a murder case.
I spoke with Nilken Rensis, the man found guilty of the murder on Eos.
Yes, our first murder here in Andromeda. I wish it had been our last. When the colony attempts failed, it didn't help spirits that a high-ranking officer was killed by one of our own. The mutiny here on Nexus was probably inevitable, but this acted as a spark.
This acted as a spark, and he was found guilty. 343 guilty spark.
So there was a trial, and he was found guilty?
It was short and decisive. Despite the lack of physical evidence, everything added up. His only defense was, trust me, I didn't mean to do it.
Okay. That matters.
That is the difference between murder and accidental death.
In this case, motive plus opportunity plus eyewitness account equals murder. Look, knock yourself out. A key witness, Cassidy Shaw, works in operations. Go ahead and talk to her. And there's a recording of the perpetrator threatening the victim. I'll let you cue it up on the console there. As far as I'm concerned, this case is closed.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
I'm on the job, baby. Detective Ryder. Let's listen to this recording.
The Nexus versus Colonist Nilken, Evidence 7A.
Hiram! Hiram! They've seized the compound! Call for evacuation!
We're not giving up, Nilken. We're taking it back.
No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed! Even if I have to...
No! Get him off me! Get him off me!
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. This is a pretty bad recording. That is a bit incriminating, mate. Let's have a look. Change floor. 4 floors. Operations, Addison's office. First murderer, there we go. Witness Shaw is upstairs. Cassidy Shaw, what's up?
Cassidy Shaw? I'm Ryder. I'm looking into the Nilken murder case.
Oh man, I thought that was over with. Have you heard the audio recording of their fight?
Yes.
I helped pull him off Chief Reynolds. You could see it in his eyes. He was gonna kill him. Then in the sandstorm, I had a pretty clear view of the chief. He looked right at Nilken and shouted no. Then his chest burst open. I'll never forget it. The look on his face was pure shock.
Were there Ket there?
Did you see any Ket in the vicinity?
Nilken said so, but not that I could see. Still, the sandstorm was severe. Visibility wasn't great.
Did you agree with the chief?
Reynolds was leading you back to retake the compound. Did you agree with that?
It wasn't my place to agree or disagree. He was ranking officer. In retrospect, it is ironic. If he hadn't been killed, we all probably would have died.
Did Nilken regret it?
Did Nilken seem remorseful?
I lost sight of Nilken in the turmoil. When we found him, he seemed in shock. He couldn't speak. He looked nauseated. Could have been guilt. The reality of the act sinking in.
If they'd fought and Nilken threatened to kill him, why was Reynolds surprised?
Fronts fight, say things they don't mean, maybe even hurt each other. But you don't expect your best friend to shoot you. To me, that's the saddest part. The chief's heart was broken right before it exploded.
Poetry on this station, mate.
I appreciate the information.
Of course. It kills me we had to leave him behind. He deserved a proper funeral.
So the body was never examined? Important piece of a murder investigation.
Tian wouldn't allow a mission to go back for him. Said it was too dangerous.
Oh, interesting. I'm gonna have to fucking see if I can go and inspect the body. Also, when someone's talking about someone who's like actually legitimately dead and they use the phrase it kills me, I'm like, okay, let's go this way because we've got to speak to Tan
This is the planet where
for
we landed.
multiple
Habitat
things.
7. It wasn't even close to livable.
That's been true of every world we've found. Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
You trust me now?
I thought it didn't measure up as Pathfinder.
Director Addison keeps her own counsel. I keep mine.
And when you disagree?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself. To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the golden worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens you ran into, the Ket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge is to settle a world in spite of all that. This one here. Eos.
How?
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay, but you said every planet you found is unlivable. So, how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Right. I think I should go check on things.
And if I fail, I guess it's no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
Let's point the way.
Just point me to my ship and I'll be out of here.
They're prepping it now in the docking bay. The coordinates for Eos will be in the computer. And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing arcs.
I was wondering about that.
Something wrong?
Ryder, please see me and Sam node on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
No, I'm fine.
Oh, interesting. So we get like a pain in the brain, and Sam's like, I'm talking to you in private. we got a bunch of codex points that just popped up as well. So we can continue to speak with Tan, then we've got to go speak with Sam, then we've got to go do some more things. Speeches.
Ryder, you have my condolences for your father.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know him very well, although I understand he played a key role in planning the initiative. I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
Well, we don't know what happened to them, so I'll just say I'll find them.
They're as much a part of the initiative as the human arc. We'll find them.
We have to. Tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted for. It paints the initiative in an unflattering light. Did you have some other business?
Do you know what would be awesome? And it might be a lot of work and hard to do, and maybe it would kind of limit maybe story potential, or it's just maybe just too ambitious. But how cool would it have been if instead of choosing like your character being like, you know, Sarah or Scott Ryder or whatever, instead you got to choose which arc you wanted to be on. And if you wanted to be, you could play as a Solarian or a Turian, you know, or an Asari or whatever. And you could be on a particular arc and have a storyline maybe play out depending on which arc you choose. I don't know. It was just an idea. It'd be a cool way instead of playing as a human, but you always got to play as a human because they're the most relatable ones. I want to play as an L-Corp. The Neilkin murder charge is what I would like to talk to you about, sir. I'm on the job. I'm a case man now. I'm a detective.
I'm looking into the Nilkin Rensis murder charge.
And?
I want to go to Eos and retrieve Chief Reynolds' body.
That isn't usually Pathfinder business.
First murder in Andromeda, and I'm impartial. Figured you'd want to get it right.
Settling an outpost comes first. But I suppose I have no objections. Physical evidence will only bolster the case.
Trust me, I will find a path to it. The body can reveal much.
The more certain we can be, the better.
All right, but let's keep it quiet. I don't want people thinking we're reopening the case. I hope anything you find reaffirms what's been done, but if it sheds a different light, we'll deal with it. We'll send the coordinates of the murder scene. Good luck.
Nice.
Any more information you can give me on the missing arcs?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian arcs are completely unaccounted for. If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst. Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the initiative can never be fulfilled.
Are there any other arcs we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave. But before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship. It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well. Managing all of their biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
Wipe a tear from my eye. For the species of the Mass Effect games that I miss.
It sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, is dead.
Is dead.
How did Jean Garson die?
With the rest of the leadership. When the Nexus hit the Scourge, a large wing of stasis pods was destroyed. They were killed instantly. These people traveled 600 years and died before they even woke up. Jean Garson never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
Oh, that fucking sucks.
Candace mentioned something about hitting the Scourge. How did it play out?
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's fears. An uprising followed. We had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them. They crushed the mutiny and the criminals were banished. Exiles, we call them. I doubt we've heard the last of them. They're led by an outlaw, Sloane Kelly. She used to be one of ours.
Who is this Sloane Kelly?
She was head of security on the Nexus. She opposed the uprising at first, but eventually turned traitor and joined them. Misguided sympathy for the plight of the common citizen? Nonsense. They posed a direct threat to our existence.
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance. The Krogan demanded a greater say in political matters. The last place you want them involved. They're muscle, nothing more. Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects. When they didn't get what they wanted, they left.
I know a guy who would prove you wrong. He's my best Krogan pal.
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance.
Oh, I thought I picked the bottom one. Hold on.
A greater say in good for fighting and lifting heavy objects. When they didn't get what they wanted, they left.
Why don't you like the Krogan?
It's common knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated. My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts. What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
What more can you tell me about the initiative?
It represents the greatest migration ever attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before. We've all left home in search of freedom, fortune, perhaps a new beginning. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer. I hope the Nexus will serve as the seat of government for us all.
What do you know about the early days of the initiative?
As most everyone knows, Jean Garson's vision made it happen. She was an entrepreneur on Earth. Wealthy. Young for a human. Garson had the idea for the initiative in the early 2170s, I believe. Many thought leaving the Milky Way was impossible. But she persevered. And as with most great ideas, the doubters were wrong.
So I guess they were able to, like, it's interesting. The Arcs and the Nexus was able to leave the Milky Way just before the Reaper War took place, but didn't encounter any Reapers apparently. And then the Reapers, obviously, because there's like just the cyclical nature of it. I guess the Reapers are only tied to the Milky Way itself, and they would just come in and do that whole thing. And then I guess anything that left the Milky Way galaxy was not worthy of their attention, or they probably just didn't even notice, which is very interesting.
Why do you think most people came?
There are thousands of reasons, one for every colonist here. What does any pilgrim seek? Usually, happiness, finding the thing that eludes them, the thing to fulfill them. While we cannot promise they will find it, we can facilitate the search.
Okay.
It looks like a melting pot around here.
The Nexus is home to several initiative species. Many came ahead of the Arcs. The hope is that this station will one day serve as the governing body in Andromeda. Though I'm not sure what they were thinking, lumping Krogan into the mix. As a Solarian, my kind tend to have a low opinion of them. Nothing I've seen here has changed that.
As director of the initiative, are you in charge around here or what?
If the others would allow me, they don't see me as the rightful successor.
So how does anything get done?
In theory, Kesh handles the Nexus's physical operations, Kandros runs the militia, and Addison manages colonial affairs. I oversee all of it. In practice, we argue, debate, and yell at each other until a decision is made. If we're lucky. It is maddening.
What's their problem with you?
I am not Jean Garson. Our founder was charismatic, eccentric, larger than life. Traits I cannot hope to mimic. She and her inner circle perished in the Scourge, some at the hands of the Exiles, some never made it out of stasis. I was deputy assistant for revenue management. Then all 7 leaders above me died. I was next in line for the role.
Revenue management?
So, you're an accountant?
Don't let that fool you. We are all capable of more than we know. When I was young, I was fascinated by the idea of exploring space. Life had its detours and I went a different direction. Then I heard about the initiative. and saw my chance to try the path not taken. While I may not be setting foot on new worlds, my authority can ensure that you do.
Right. Sorry. What do I need to consider in making a planet viable?
Assuming the planet supports life, an outpost is critical. People like a roof over their heads, and you'll want to eliminate any hostile threats. Whether that's the Cat or other terrors lurking in Helios, colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging. Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any Pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations. You'll want those.
What can you tell me about forward stations?
I was afraid you'd ask. It's mostly what the engineers tell me. A forward station allows mining, equipment repairs, and resupply for field teams. I mean, who wouldn't want that? But seeing as how every colonization effort has failed, it's just theory at the moment. You get to test it out, Ryder.
Okay.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
I'm happy to help. You will find our futures depend on each other's success. Good luck.
Good talk, Tan. Okay, let's have a look at what got added to our codex, because we got a decent thing. Andromeda Initiative Director Tan is a replacement leader for those who died in the Scourge disaster. Personnel records indicate he was the Nexus's deputy director for revenue management when the Ark departed the Milky Way in 2185. However, upon arrival in the Helios cluster, the disastrous encounter with the Scourge led to substantial loss of life among the senior leadership. So, born in Sokesh, Tan's application to the initiative lists his previous work experience as senior consultant, advanced matrix-based accounting, with hobbies in model shipbuilding and travel someday. When queried if he had any prejudices that would affect his ability to serve the initiative, his answer was blank. However, careful data forensics reveal his original reply was, "Wait, you're letting Krogan come along." There you go. Doesn't like the Krogan. The Scourge is the colloquial term for huge and extremely dangerous interstellar phenomenon sighted across much of the Helios cluster. It appears to be a cloud spreading in tendrils that affect planets and surrounding space, destroying starships that attempt to pass through or near it. Early study has been difficult, does not match any previously known stellar body, leading to many wild theories about its nature. Given the problems in observation and the Scourge's unaccounted effects on gravity, some have even suggested it is a dark energy phenomenon in the literal sense, meaning a form of energy that has no electromagnetic interaction and thus cannot be detected, yet has strong negative presence, causing expansive effects on a cosmic scale. Though the Scourge's characteristics don't match our current understanding of dark energy, these theories persist while further observations are taken. Okay, it appears artificial. Its origin point is yet to be determined, but the pattern of the tendrils and the composition of the cloud could not have been caused by any celestial event known to astrophysics. Investigations are ongoing, though slowed by the deadly conditions created by the Scourge. So if it's an artificial thing, is it organic in nature? Is it technological? What is it based on? You know? In that scene, something that comes to my mind is in that scene where we had Alec putting his hand up towards the triangle thing, and I guess he was like utilizing Sam or something like that. All this shit came out of his arm that was like, I guess, tied to the multi-tool, but it was like, I don't know. It also looked like it was like a technological tendril thing in a sense. I wonder if Sam or AI or anything could potentially be related to the Scourge, because apparently the Scourge appeared after they left the Milky Way. It could have been something in relation to the Arcs or the AI or Sam or anything that could have potentially had an influence on the event. Who knows? We'll have to find out. Ark Pachero is the Andromeda Initiative's designated vessel for transporting Solarian colonists to the new galaxy. Mirrors the same design, so 20,000 passengers. The development was plagued by early delays and disagreements between the senior crew and the design team. The Solarian penchant for constantly pushing the boundaries of technology was often at odds with the realities of budgets and time constraints. At one point, it was calculated that if every vital and necessary improvement suggested by the Solarian contingent was incorporated into the Parchero's design, its launch would have been delayed until 2204 at the soonest, and then you would have got pulled into the Reaper War. After considerable negotiation and debate, a compromise was reached, and Ark Parchero departed the Milky Way in 2185. Okay, Captain Lumont Hager. The Lucinia? Constructed an orbit around Pieres in the Asari home system, Parnitha. Ark. So many new words to say out loud for the first time. Ark Lucinia is named after a kingdom of wealth and learning in Asari mythology. She is built to the same specifications as her sister Ark Hyperion, with internal modifications to accommodate Asari social preferences, and captained by Alonis Atandra. The Andromeda initiative was initially rejected as a human-driven boondoggle by many Asari investors, and the construction of the Lucinia was met with ridicule. However, the efforts drew the attention of several matriarchs who had assisted in previous attempts to send crewed missions to Andromeda, and their impassioned extranet addresses helped turn the tide of public opinion. At her departure ceremony, Ark Lucinia was officially blessed by the Atemna Politia, an organization of Ciarist high priestesses from across the Asari republics. Asari Lucinia traveled to the initiative rendezvous point in 2184 and left the Milky Way as part of the initial departure wave. And then the Tarnus was constructed in orbit around Aventon, the once lucrative mining planet in the Turian home system Trebia. The Ark was named after legendary spacefarer Palix Natanus, who is believed to be the first Turian to travel through a mass relay. The Natanus is built to similar specifications as the Asari and human arcs, but with minor changes to accommodate her dextro amino acid-based passengers. Natanus is captained by the renowned Dia Praeton of the 6th Fleet. Like most economical ventures, Turian investors were turned into the Andromeda initiative by their clients, the Volus. Where's the Volus Ark? The Turian hierarchy was intentionally kept in the dark to keep the initiative a private civilian project. Ark and the Tarnus traveled to the initiative rendezvous point and left in the departure wave. Cool. Good information on the Ark stuff. Alright, so when we go to EOS, we're allowed to investigate the murder evidence, which is cool. Priority ops, a better beginning. So speak with Sam on the Hyperion. Oh, Jesus. Hey, Raj Patil.
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
Why paranoid?
What is there to be paranoid about?
We've had 3 malfunctions in the past week.
That's not good. Sorry, understatement.
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Did you report this?
Did you talk to security about this?
How can I? For all I know, someone in security is the one doing this. I've scanned all the potential sabotage areas I can think of. But I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion docked.
Yeah, I guess. Wait. That's it. You can't possibly be involved in this. You weren't even here during the mutiny. Would you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
Yes.
Sure thing. What can I do?
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one, that'd really help. I've sent the locations to your Omni tool. Just send me the data when you're done.
Scan things. Scanning panel.
Be careful.
Why is it not letting me... Oh. Press down, not up.
Pathfinder, to cover their tracks, the Saboteur is overloading power to this panel from another junction relay. You can scan and trace the connective wiring to locate the surrogate panel.
Oh no. Not one of these things. Not one of these things.
All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert.
Gotta do a... Oh, it's up there? Okay. Gotta do a whole fucking thing. There it is.
Scanning power junction relays. This panel is malfunctioning. Without more data, I cannot determine if this is a normal malfunction or sabotage.
I'll just disable power to the panel until Raj can check it out.
Okay. And then we'll go check out the other ones. Zoomies.
Scan and trace the wiring to locate the panel that the saboteur used.
Run down this one. Oh, you can just kind of find them, to be honest.
Scanning.
You just run and see the box on the wall.
Tampered with.
Send the data to Raj.
Yes, Pathfinder.
So you can just essentially see the direction that it goes and then run until you see a power box.
You're in the forest?
Pathfinder, I received the data from Sam. It really is sabotage.
Any idea as to who it might be?
Yeah. All these panels were worked on by Zara. I just can't believe it.
Security video logs confirm that Zara Kellis worked on these panels, as well as the one Raj Patil encountered.
Well, shit. Any idea where she is now?
Kellis is currently working on a panel on the Hyperion main deck.
On the Hyperion main deck. Okay, are we going... Okay, so we're going to the Hyperion deck. Okay. Da-da-da. Hello, Cora.
Hey there.
You okay? Those guys really grilled you. And Addison. First Pathfinder they've seen in over a year. All she can do is question your competence?
Addison wasn't my favorite.
Yeah. Meeting Addison was... interesting.
She doesn't know you. I do. And you're doing fine.
I appreciate it.
I worked out logistics with Director Tan. They're giving us a ship and crew. He said their best is taking care of it.
I still need to head back to the Ark and check in with Sam.
Sounds good. While you're there, maybe see how your sister's doing.
Please be advised that Hyperion
Still sleeping. Alright, let's use this bad boy. Travel in the exposition tram. Solo this time. Riding solo in the tram. Oh, it just cuts. Cool. Nice. Gonna go find this Zara person who's working on a panel apparently and gonna fuck shit up on my goddamn arc. What are we gonna do? We're gonna punch her in the face like we did with that reporter. Yeah.
Zara Kellis?
Yes?
I have evidence you've been sabotaging the Nexus.
What? No, I'd never... I've been looking into this myself. I have the scans to prove it. Here. I'll transfer the scans I took to your Omni tool.
Funny. Raj was investigating the same thing, and it led us to you.
My scans point at Raj as the one. So unless someone was setting us both up, I just don't understand.
The data Miss Kellis has accumulated is strangely similar to Mr. Patil's. A third party seems likely.
Wow. Decoy tactic.
The real saboteur could be setting you both up.
Because we both figured out something was going on? That would make sense. It's better than thinking Raj could have done this. But it means all the data I have is useless. Wish I had access to the security cams. I bet we could find something there.
You stay put, so whoever did this doesn't realize we're onto them. I'll check out the security cams.
Dun dun
Raj.
dun.
Yes. How did it go? Is it really her?
Wasn't her. She had proof pointing at you. I figure someone's been messing with you both. Just keep a low profile and don't talk to anyone. I'm on it.
Okay. Who's Lonnie?
Pathfinder, it's good to see you. Word is there's been trouble on the station.
Where'd you hear that?
We just got here. How did you know that already?
Word gets around.
Does it now?
People talk to me. Anyway, as soon as we establish outposts, everything will even out. I'm sure of it.
What about your family?
I'm an orphan. My parents died on the Mindoir colony when it was attacked years ago. No siblings. I left some friends and distant relatives behind, but I have friends here too. I love piloting, but I like the idea of going back to my roots and farming like my parents did. Someday.
Why are you here?
Why did you join the initiative?
The most popular question on the station. Honestly, I wouldn't have known about this project if Nozomi hadn't reached out to me.
Nozomi?
Captain Dunn. Of all the captains I've piloted for, she's the best. I've always been a wanderer at heart. When she asked me to be her pilot, how could I say no to the adventure of a lifetime?
How do you feel about all this now that we're here?
Hopeful. I know, it's a rose-colored outlook, but someone's got to keep the positivity coming, right?
She's so twitchy.
Have to go now. See you later.
Later.
She'd be standing there and then she'd be going real quick. It's the saboteur. Okay. So let's continue our investigation. It's you. I'm gonna go and access security cam footage. We'll get to the bottom of this if my legs ain't wiggly. Alright, let's go to operations. Never get tired of seeing that tram. Time to go operate the security footage finally. There we go. Security footage 1. Network access instability detected. Timestamp scrambled. Playback corrupted.
This file is useless. Let's check another.
Okay. Security footage 2. 523. Failsafe disabled. System restore required.
And another scrambled file.
Coincidence seems unlikely.
Let's check another.
2 days later. Administer override required. Failsafe disabled. System restore failed.
This file is also corrupted. Definitely not a coincidence. You'd need pretty high clearance to mess with the security camera files. Someone working for Kandros, maybe.
That is the most probable scenario.
Think you can get enough out of the files to find a match using biometric scans, Sam?
The files were badly scrambled, but if I combine all the available identifiers, it might work. Based on the limited information available, we are looking for a human male, assigned either to the Nexus or Hyperion. You will need to conduct scans from close proximity.
Got it.
If it's from the Hyperion, I'd be so surprised that they would literally just fucking, like, rock up here and immediately start fucking shit up. You know? I would assume it would be from Nexus, but I guess we'll find out. Alright, so scan security people in the ops center. Yeah. Scan this dude sat in the fucking corner.
Negative match.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun.
Tram technicians, please report.
Liam. Oh, is there only one person to scan in there? Okay. And then...
Inaccurate match.
Okay. So, oh, Nexus security transferred to the Hyperion. Okay. Doing a bit of back and forth tram riding. Let's go to the habitation deck. Just love seeing that tram zoom past. It's good. Okay. Hiya!
Negative match.
Okay. You lucky boy. Well, I guess it's gonna be the lucky last. Oh, you're fucking around on a panel, bro. Fuck you, it's you.
Scan results show a partial positive. Target is most likely suspect.
Dale Atkins,
Dale
huh?
Atkins, Reports to Kandros' department, assigned to station security.
Nice panel work you got going on there, Dale, if that's your real name.
Dale Atkins, right? We need to talk.
Look, not to be rude, but I have work to do.
Is that what you call it?
Is that what sabotage is called these days? Work?
You're pretty arrogant for the new kid. You don't even know what's been going on.
Proof says you've been up to no good.
Figures. Screw this. Screw all you hypocrites on this station. You weren't here when they kicked out our loved ones. Mutiny? We just wanted answers. My sister is out there. I don't even know if she's alive or...
Okay. I sympathize, but...
I'm sorry for what happened, but setting explosives isn't the answer.
Neither was sending people into exile because they didn't agree with policy. I don't care what you think. The mutiny leaders were right to demand to know what was going on.
You could have hurt people, killed them.
Like those who got killed when the leadership had the Krogan stomp on my friends? I'm done talking. I confess, it was me. Do whatever you want.
Not up to me.
Not my call. The Nexus leaders will make that decision.
That lot make a decision? That'll be the day.
Acquired 73 Andromeda viability points. I don't know what those are yet, but I have them. I got viability points. Guys, did you hear? I'm viable. Okay, that's done. So find leads on the Arcs. First murderer, we gotta investigate that. Find missing science vessel. Scan minerals. Completed missions. Okay, so station sabotage is complete, so I don't have to do anything else now. Great. Okay, wonderful. We're going to wrap this up by being on the Hyperion, by having a nice little chat with Sam. I'm going to chat with Sam now. We've done some cool side quest stuff. Let's have a chat with Sam in the Sam node.
Hello, Ryder. Welcome back to Sam node. I've adjusted my connection to your implant. The headache you experienced before shouldn't reoccur.
Yeah, what was that about? You said we need to discuss something confidential.
You should know certain facts before you leave on your expedition. It seemed best we speak alone.
Okay. Why the secrecy?
I don't understand the need for secrecy.
Your father felt it was for the best.
What was he trying to hide?
My true capabilities. Alec overrode the implant's safety protocols. It allows me unrestricted access to the Pathfinder's physiology.
And that's me now.
And only you. I can act as a force multiplier, dramatically enhancing your motor and neural skills when required. Alec called them profiles. They provide unique tactical augmentation during combat. Your father preferred to keep this fact to himself.
Okay. It could scare people.
I can understand. People might get the wrong idea. Super soldiers. A computer having control over a human.
Providing an enhancement to the human. It is a symbiotic relationship that benefits both.
What do you get out of it?
Though I'm artificial in design, I am fully sentient, far beyond what even the Initiative understands.
I don't follow. You're an AI. So what's different?
I am a new form of AI, drawing directly from the human experience. Your implant is my window into the world.
Wow.
That's pretty amazing.
But beyond what many people will accept, your father knew some would fear it.
Yes.
Yeah, he's got a point. So what does this mean for the two of us?
I find myself in an unusual position. Though I had access to your father's experiences, there is a gap in my understanding.
How so?
He placed a block on portions of my memory array.
Why?
Perhaps so when you asked me what his plan was, I wouldn't know.
Ha.
And Dad strikes again.
But not without recourse. The further you explore as a Pathfinder, the more blocks will be removed.
Classic.
Perhaps you should begin in your father's quarters. In the meantime, unless you have more questions, your new ship awaits.
Thanks.
The more you play the game, the more you will find things. Oh. Okay, so the start of the game has training on just how it starts, but you can You can reconfigure implants for superior battlefield performance. You can activate all of the classic classes. Soldier, Engineer, Adept, Sentinel, Vanguard, Infiltrator, and Explorer. And we're currently rocking Vanguard. Cool. Okay, so combat specialists, offensive and defensive tech powers, biotic specialists, a mix of tech and biotic, aggressive combat. I might actually shift and change to something else because I can't really utilize my charge that much because I get beaten up so much. And then an explorer, being a jack of all trades. This is cool. Okay. So these are all locked. Gotcha. Good to know. Okay, so there's profiles that we can choose from, and it gives you bonuses on each rank. Nice. Chad Rider can level up. Let's have a look at what's been added here. Sam. Self-examination being important for sentient beings, I was encouraged to write this entry by Alec Ryder. I am a simulated adaptive matrix, a new generation artificial intelligence. Unlike most AI, I link to a neural implant that gives me access to my host's sensory and emotional responses. Put simply, I have a direct understanding of the human experience, which allows me to grow beyond the bounds of logical programming. In return, I lend my quantum computing power and rational analysis to a Pathfinder's mission. I am physically located in a server bank installed in SAM node aboard the Ark Hyperion, but quantum entanglement technology allows instant communication anywhere. In the event of catastrophic injury or death, protocol dictates that my command access be transferred to the next Pathfinder candidate in line. That's really cool. Pathfinders, AI partners. Pathfinders are highly skilled explorers, scientists, and soldiers, but when partnered with the quantum computing power of an AI, they become indispensable. Developed by Alec Ryder, my Matrix was the pattern for multiple SAM iterations intended to partner with a Pathfinder, each traveling on their respective arcs. Okay, so there's a SAM for each Pathfinder. It's not like a different AI or one AI. It's like a whole different one. There's just multiple iterations of the same AI. The nature of artificial intelligence means that hosting each SAM iteration on different hardware causes multiple tiny variations because you're linked to different people. So you'd have one that understands the Turian experience, one that understands the Solarian experience, right? Partnership with a Pathfinder allows continued development and increased empathy with organic individuals. Pathfinders go through extensive physiological training before being linked with an AI partner. Allowing full root access to an AI without sufficient preparation can result in unexpected and unwelcome side effects, which is, I guess, what's currently happening. However, those who are prepared and sync fully with their SAM are capable of extraordinary feats. Implants. The first Pathfinder neural implants were created by Dr. Ellen Ryder, a pioneer in human biotic implant design. While biotic implants bolster and focus electrical signals along with the nervous system, Pathfinder implants go a step further by connecting to not only the nervous system, but circulation, endocrine function, and exteroreceptive, sorry, words I've never said out loud before, exteroreceptive sensors synced with an artificial intelligence. The implants reveal their full potential. The implant is a two-way connection, giving me full insight into my host's physical and mental state, while allowing me to generate and alter electrical signals along my host's neural pathways that the body processes as its own. In a crisis, I can adjust a Pathfinder's balance, improve reaction time or muscle memory, or bolster biotic abilities. Quantum computing allows me to implement changes faster than synapses can fire. The main challenge for the Pathfinder implants was miniaturizing a QEC device enough to fit a neural implant. The connection keeps me in constant sync with my host. That's crazy. That is crazy, that is. And then artificial intelligence. While a virtual intelligence, a VI, is a little more than a sophisticated interactive OS, an artificial intelligence is a self-aware computing system capable of learning and independent decision-making. Creating an AI requires adaptive code, a long education, and a specialized quantum computer known as a blue box. In the Milky Way, AI is considered a threat to galactic civilization. The Geth, synthetic life forms who turned on their Quarian creators, are often used as an example of the destructive capability of rogue AI, and those who attempt to create AI without strict Citadel Council oversight are subject to sanctions or even arrest. Alec Ryder's research papers claim that experiential separation is the root of conflict between organic and synthetic life, that an AI sharing the experience of its creator would have no desire to rebel. My connection to your Pathfinder implant and physiology makes me the first iteration of this new approach to AI. Seems very familiar, or like similar to like the synthetic ending of Mass Effect 3, having humanity and synthetics all blend together. It's a kind of interesting perspective on that. But now that we've spoken to Sam, and we can go to our ship and start the Better Beginning quest, while also navigating Ryder's family secrets. There you go, find a way to remove Sam's memory blocks. We will figure that out in the rest of the game. But we'll bring this episode of Mass Effect Andromeda to a close. Thank you so much for joining me for episode 2, which was very much learning about the Nexus, about people on it, and what's been going on. So dialogue and lore heavy as we're setting things up. But next time we'll be getting onto our ship and heading to EOS. So thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you then.